Life pro tips. This is from Undead Heart, and he goes, listen to your life pro tip. Listen to your local police scanner once in a while. You can usually download an app that allows you to listen to police scanners. I have one such app on my iPod, but you can get them for tablets and smartphones too.
Wow.
Yeah, it's cool. He has one for his iPad.
Neat.
Yeah, the majority of them are free, and you can listen for problem areas or crimes going on in your area. It's also easier because you can hear about problems going on in real time. For example, there's a local food store not far from my house. I'd heard of at least 5 crimes going on there. So my significant other,
I've heard of at least 5 crimes going on. Who talks like that?
Are those different crimes or the different instances of the same crime?
Yeah, let's get a little more specificity about these crimes that you're seeing. Yeah,
also, I love
hearing
this. It's got to be so unhealthy. Listening to this shit is like worse than Nextdoor. It's just like a raw feed of everything that eventually gets to Nextdoor, but a lot of it is probably filtered out. You're just getting like people buying shoes as reported crime. The radio is just telling you that's a crime.
What's Nextdoor?
It is a website in the United States.
It's Facebook based on your geolocation. So you sign up for a certain region and you get to gossip and fearmonger about your actual neighborhood.
It's like
a neighborhood watch premise.
Oh,
yeah, it's like 90% that. It's 90% people saying, like, have you seen this guy walking around the neighborhood? He seems like he doesn't live here.
Huh.
It's usually a bad kind of situation.
And I think it's also the reason why you had a hard time finding police scanner guys is because they're just on Nextdoor now.
And Citizen.
Yeah.
I don't know how to use Citizen in order to mine for content, but I have it, and it tells me that people are getting shot in my neighborhood every single day, at least once,
all the time.
3 blocks down from me is like, there's a guy waving a gun. Another 3 blocks, it's like 2 guys are fighting. Well, that's their business. I don't, you know what I mean? I'm not worried about that.
We love this technology to detect crime, and it does nothing but give false positives, including the entire system. But we have something that they're trying to implement, and I think already have implemented in Seattle, where it's like microphones across the city that sense when a gunshot happens, and so it can like instantly report on a gunshot, and it gives nothing but false positives.
It's like
they still want to pour money into it. It's so funny.
As security theater they call it, or whatever, where it's like it just makes these old ladies, and I shouldn't single out old ladies, all old people feel safe, but in reality it's doing nothing to keep them safe, like at the airport or whatever.
Well, this guy also agrees with this. He goes, dude, Los Angeles high priority traffic almost a week ago. Some guy robbed a gas station high on meth. They were chasing him to his house. 3 officers were waiting out front and calling backup. SWAT team arrived. The man moved into the shed in his backyard with a pumped shotgun. Dude was in the shed aiming a shotgun at the door. Number one, that's a movie thing. Yeah. That happens in movies. It does not happen in real life.
And if it does happen in real life, it's not going over the police scanner beat for beat.
Oh, was he watching? He might have been just watching a movie. Might have just had a film on and heard it from the other room or whatever.
Is this Heat? Is he describing Heat?
Oh.
Tony, I wouldn't have never thought of that. Because I was just like, oh, he's exaggerating the story. But there's no way this story would be told like this.
Yeah, not over the police scanner. This is not how they describe situations. Really.
Hey, we're running to his house now. Hey,
he's got a shotgun. He's pointing it out, waiting for us behind that. Yeah, that's
SWAT team held a strategic position from the left and right. Sniper far from the front. Okay.
Yep.
Totally. A sniper, really. Tear gas.
That's so sick.
They used a grenade launcher that penetrated the
a grenade launcher.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Of tear gas.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't just a grenade launch. Okay. It was tear gas that, like I said, it said they used a grenade launcher that penetrated the wooden door of the shed.
Hell yeah.
They didn't shoot one in from the window on the side of the shed because, quote, let's not shoot it in from the window. The tear gas will vent out easily. Copy that. Moving in position in line with the door.
That's not how these work. That's a different channel. You're only getting dispatch calls. You're not getting anything else.
Yeah. You're getting them. You're not getting the conversations that they're having.
No,
right?
No, it's a different channel. It's mostly actually hand signals. Like they're not even really saying those things.
Yeah, of course, because they don't want. Yeah, they want to remain safe if they're in that type of a situation or whatever. Funny. Yeah,
and it didn't happen. Silence. One tear gas grenade. Second one through the door. Silence. The dude was yelling, and he opened the door. They sent the canine in, and a SWAT officer shortly after. Was the most intense morning from my own bed, and a guy replies and goes, "My goodness." The OP replies and says, "My goodness, that is intense. That's actually pretty hilarious." Which, okay.
Yeah, that's like, I've seen some funny stuff. That takes the cake. That's fucking funny. Any way you look at it, that's funny.
Yeah. Know? From either side, you know?
Oh, yeah, exactly. It's funny for the cops and it's funny for the guy. It's
just a smoke grenade. Is that what we're telling you? They shot a fucking rocket-propelled smoke grenade into his shed? Is that what
they shot a tear gas grenade through a launcher that went through the door, which, I don't know what all tech these police have, but I don't know. I'm
just trying to figure out what he meant by funny. It's just funny that they had to batter down the door, I guess.
It's funny that, it's funny that somebody is like so dependent on drugs that they feel the need to steal to support their own lifestyle. No, it seems odd though that the hole would go into the door. Like, wouldn't it just vent out through the hole that it made in the door? Like they said, they didn't put it through the window because it would have vented out the window. But did it somehow go through the door and then not make a hole in the door?
The door is splintered inward, and that's like the barbs of a cactus that keeps the smoke from coming through the hole.
Yeah, that's smart. That's smart.
He says, in my area, it's nothing but drugs, just weed mostly. And heck, I don't smoke it, but go right ahead. There have been a few shootings around in our area, though, and police officers talking about people in hoodies.
Okay. Yeah. That one tracks.
Not illegal at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this last guy goes, "Yes, I've heard my local cops kill a guy after a high-speed car chase. It's better than cable."
What? Wow. I got to listen. Like they again, you're not listening in on this. They don't go, "Oh, we just shot the guy. We just fucking shot him."
But you're here if a person's died, and I get it. The world we live in now, this true crime shit is like taken over, and people really do. But like, I don't know if I would describe it as like better than cable, an actual person losing their life.
Well, his description wasn't very good, because if you're talking about like a high-speed pursuit, yeah, sure, they'll kill the guy at the end of it, but you're forgetting they also kill people during the high-speed pursuit.
Yeah.
And then, you could probably understand why it would be like a Hollywood movie.
And it would be very, very funny.
Yeah.
We can all agree. Mowing down a civilian or a bystander is very funny.